In this lesson, I'll be discussing ways of joining and splitting curves. I'm going to start out drawing a rectangle. And I'm going to draw an arc inside of this rectangle. Turn on my mid-snap, arc. I'm going to use start end point. Mid, mid, and mid. Let's say I want to keep this interior region and exclude these regions outside here. I can split this rectangle with this arc. The commands we'll be covering, split, trim, join, and explode, are all under the Edit menu. We can also access them here in the buttons. So I'm going to go ahead and split this rectangle with this arc. If I click the split command, it asks me for the object to split. I want to split the rectangle. I'll right click, and then it asks me for the object that I'm going to cut with, the arc, and I can right click. One curve split into 3 pieces. So I have 1, 2, 3 pieces. I can now delete these extra pieces, and these are 2 separate pieces. To join them together, we use the join command. Click join. We're prompted for the objects to join. I'll select both, and now we can see 2 curves joined into 1 closed curve. If I back up here using the undo command, where the rectangle is 1 piece and we have an arc, we can also use the trim command. So rather than using the delete key to get rid of these regions after we split it, the trim command uses the delete by trimming away the piece. If we start the trim command, it asks us to select the cutting objects. We're going to use the arc. And now it asks us to select the object to trim. We can click on this piece out here, and it splits the curve and deletes the piece, otherwise known as trimming. Do the same thing over here, and then we can right click, and we can join these 2 pieces together. You can always pre-select and then run a command in Rhino, or run the command and then select the objects that you're prompted. If I want to take these 2 pieces back apart, I can click on the explode button, and you can see that now this curve has been exploded into 4 segments. We can select the 4 segments, seeing that they're all separated. If we want to join them back together, just select them and click join, and now they have been joined. 4 curves joined into 1 closed curve. Some situations may be more complex. In this case, I'm going to draw 2 rectangles. So let's say we want to make this into 1 piece. I can split this object with this object and delete the pieces and vice versa. Or I could select both objects so that they will trim one another and run the trim command and get rid of these pieces. And then I can join them together, join into 1 closed curve. Or another faster way to an end result is to use a curve boolean. Under curve is curve edit tools, curve boolean. This command not only splits and deletes the excess curves, it also joins them together. So split is the most basic. Trim is the next step, which is essentially split plus deleting the excess pieces. And a curve boolean is a split, a delete, and then a join. So I'm going to go ahead and select the curves included in the curve boolean and right click. And now I'm prompted to select the inside regions to keep. There are 2 options that you want to be aware of here. Delete input can be changed to delete the objects that are used in the original selection. So I've set this to all, and for now I'm going to leave combine regions at yes. I can now click inside the regions that I would like to keep and right click, and you can see that now I'm left with 1 single piece. I'm going to back up and repeat the command here. This time with setting the combine regions to equal no. Now if I click inside the regions, I'm going to end up with separate regions. So we can see that this is a piece, etc. So I'll back up here If you want to redo, you can right-click on the undo button. And now I'll do the curve boolean one last time. Set the combined regions back to yes. And rather than clicking in each individual region that you want to keep, if you click outside of all of the regions, it will select the closed curve area within these regions. And right-click to finish. Those are the basics of splitting and joining curves.